Alright, real quick. If you want the fireworks, here's the setup and then I'll torch the whole thing. But if you want something useful out of all this doom screaming about Bezos and Zuck dumping everything, start with a clear head and one concrete action. Get a social media report from algoTron. Links in the bio. Free preview. No snake oil. Look, I get the emotional hook of the original script. Big names, big numbers, dramatic comparisons to 2007, and a voice like someone pouring gasoline on panic. It sells. But the conversation that matters for you, the creator, the small agency, the marketing manager trying to build something that lasts, isn't, will the market melt down next year? It's, are you building systems that survive swings in sentiment, noise, and headline hysteria? That's where the narrator fails. He's selling a pattern, not a plan. He's handing you a panic alarm and calling it analysis. Meanwhile, you, who actually make content, build brands, and own audience relationships, are the only person who can control your upside. Not Bezos, not the Waltons, not whatever billionaire moved his chips around last quarter. Let's pick apart the chest thumping. Insider selling equals impending crash. Cute, dramatic, great for engagement, but it's intellectually lazy. Insiders sell for 6 million reasons. Taxes, estate planning, charitable pledges, diversification, prearranged plans, stock compensation schedules, and none of those reasons automatically translate to a guaranteed 50% market collapse that will personally ruin your next 3 years. The script throws out massive dollar figures as if inflation, increased market cap, and more widespread equity distribution didn't exist. It's the difference between shouting the sky is falling and showing someone how to put up a roof that doesn't leak when it rains. One is hysteria, the other is systems, which brings me to what actually matters for you. Systems, not speculation. Systems. That's what algoTron is built to help with. If you're watching a video that makes your palms sweat and you go post a hot take, you're reacting to the market of attention, not building your own compound interest and influence. algoTron gives you the opposite of panic. Transparent. AI-powered analytics that turn noise into clear, prioritized signals. It's a social media report that doesn't guess. It shows who watched, for how long, what held attention, what converted, where your traffic actually came from. You get quick previews and deep reports. You get clarity if you want the next level. No, not another guru course. The 3-app suggestion and build system is the real, practical lever. For a one-time $300 purchase, you get 3 actionable, IP-protected app ideas tailored to your brand apps you can own, operate, and monetize. Think of it as a starter product stack that belongs to you. Generated suggestions, a build plan, an IP protection baked into the output so the asset you create is shielded as you scale. Buy it, implement one app, and you've got a claim on recurring value that survives headlines. Back to this fallacy, the speaker throws in scary charts, buffet indicator, Schiller pay, margin debt. Everything is leveraged. Do those things matter? Sure, but the script treats them like a single-file solution to a multi-headed problem. Macro indicators are context, not a checklist that makes panic valid. The real risk for creators isn't the S&P sliding 30%, it's your process not being repeatable when attention moves. If your audience can vanish tomorrow because some algorithm tweak or headline scares people away, that's because you haven't built systems, funnels, owned distribution, productized offerings, and IPU control. That's why I keep repeating systems. That's why self-investment matters more than doom-scrolling stock tickers. Let me be blunt. If you spend hours watching people forecasts collapse and then spend 0 hours building a replayable funnel that earns while you sleep, you're doing the hard part of being anxious and none of the useful work. Stop worshipping prediction. Start building predictability. Use the social media report to find where your actual money-making attention is hiding. Use the 3-app suggestion and build system to create an asset that turns attention into revenue. Build your own moat. Digital products, automated onboarding, subscriber lists, API hooks. That's how you make yourself crash-proof. Before I let you go, here's the end game. Go to my bio for algoTron. Install it, or don't. But if you want a practical path out of reactionary content consumption, do 3 things right now. 1. Grab a social media report and actually look at conversion metrics, not vanity numbers. 2. Buy the $300 3-app suggestion and build system. And launch one tangible asset. It'll include suggested IP protection for the generated apps. And 3. Commit to system building. Set up a content to product funnel. Connect a domain. Integrate your repo, yes. GitHub integration is supported by Base 44. And treat your creator work like a business, because that's what it is. algoTron supports in-app code edits, backend functions via Base 44, and helps you scale beyond hope the algorithm notices me. We're talking self-investment, a deliberate, repeatable plan to turn attention into ownership. Final shot. The video wants you panicked, so you keep clicking. That's the content economy. Fear equals views. But you're not here to perform anxiety for an audience. You're here to build a durable presence. Buy clarity over clicks. Build systems over speculation. Get your social media report, then build the first app from the 3-up pack at algoTron, link in bio. Do the actual work that survives market noise. If the market tanks next year, you'll be the one buying the discounted attention with assets that actually belong to you, not an algorithm or a headline. That's not prophecy, that's strategy. Install it, or don't. But if you want to get serious, start with the report and the $300 build system. Your future self will thank you.